Hello, it's John Riley. This is part two of our discussion of strategic competition. If you recall, we considered two firms where the output of one firm affects the price in the other market, and we thought of GM and Ford as being an example, and we've generalized this slightly to allow the own price effects to be different for the two firms. Before that was a 1 and that was a 1, so we're allowing, well, they're both 2, but you could make them anything you like. And I'm going to start off with a proposed solution of 60 and 40, and this is 60 and 40, so let's start off there. So what we're going to do is compute, first of all, choosing some quantities. These are the this is the action profile of the two firms, and we're going to compute price. But let's look at this price. It's just the intercept, A1 minus I5, which is this, times this quantity, minus J5, which is this, the cross effect times the other quantity, and there's the price. And a similar expression for the second price. Revenue is just price times quantity. That's C9 times B9. And cost is just this cost, K5 times quantity, so there we have it. And profit is just revenue minus cost, so that's all very easy. So the idea here is that we're going to simply trial and error, see what happens if, starting at 60-40, see what happens if we just change Q1 until you reach a best response. And so I can give you the answer here. So let's check. Suppose I went down to 51, and profit certainly goes up. Is that right? What's going on here? I want to data formulas, calculation, automatic somehow. Yeah, there we go. So 4998. What about 50? 5,000. What about 49? 4998. And so 50 is the answer. So I'm going to put the answer in here. That was 50. And here's, to remind us, we've made this change here. We've got 50. Okay. And now we're going to look at firm 2. 40, let's try 43. 4472, 46. 4508, 47. Oh, it's only gone up 4, not very much. 48. It's exactly the same. So maybe 47.5 is the right answer. At least to one decimal place. Yeah, that's slightly higher. So we've made, I think we made some progress. The question is, what if we keep trying this? Well, 50, is that still the best? What if we go to 40? Remember, we've got 4625, go to 49. 4630, let's go to 48. 4632, go to 47. That's lower, so we've got, looks like 48 is now the new maximum, so I'll change this to 4. Well, I already changed this, was 47.5. I forgot to change this. And this is 48. Well, if you keep alternating back and forth, you'll find that once you get to both at 48, there's no change, even small changes that could increase the profit. So what's happened is just by this trial and error approach, we've managed to kind of cycle in onto the converge to the Nash equilibrium where the actions are mutual best responses. So this is a very easy method, and one that's still a bit time consuming, but not too difficult for just two firms. So the three firms, we could try the same thing again and might work, in fact it would. And but it would take more time, and if we wanted to do it for different parameter values, it would start taking a lot of time. So there is a better method. So what do? We're going to click on the Data tab, and if you've already got Solver here, great. If not, you're going to have to load it. we'll come back to that. So let's reset all these things. And okay, so now we're going to see what is it that we want to, do. The objective is profit that we want to maximize. And what do we want to change? We want to change this cell. That's the action of firm 1. The variable is firm 1. It's non-negative, so keep that checked. Hit the solve button. Say OK. We don't need anything else. And here is the precise solution to many. It's only shown for 2 decimal places, but to many decimal places. So we'll put that in 48.12. Okay. And now we could try it here. We want to solve this one, so we could go to solver, and we'll have to reset all the variables. Okay. We're going to, the objective is now this, and the thing we want to maximize is this, and we see solve. We've got a new solution, 47.97, so that turns out 47.97. And that was pretty quick and very accurate, and we're getting pretty close to those 48s, which you think is probably the solution. But there's an even better way. Rather than take those steps, we can record those steps. So this is really beautiful. So as long as you've got the developer tab, again, I have to teach you how to, or remind you how to set that up, hit developer, we can record a macro. It's just keystrokes. So we're going to call this first macro. It has to be one, no gaps, no, one word. Okay, and now we want to do these same steps. So we go to data, we want to use solver, we're going to reset all, okay, and we're going to set the objectives as firm 1, and we're going to change this cell, and everything else is fine. So hit solve, we say okay, and then we're going to take the solution, Control C, and we're going to put it over here. Paste. Okay. And then we're going to hit the escape key, and then I'm going to click on the developer tab and stop the recording. Okay, so hopefully that's going to really work. So I can right click on here, and I have to, yes, I can now assign the macro. I'm looking for, what am I looking for? First, what am I calling this? First macro. There it is. Okay. So now supposedly that's going to work. So let's take this back to 50. Okay, and click on it. That. All right. 48.01. So it worked. So we're going to try the same thing for firm 2 now. So we'll go on the developer tab, record the macro. We're going to call this, that was the first macro, this is the second macro. I didn't like that spelling. All right, fix that up. And say okay, got the macro. And then what do I want to do? I now want to go to data, solver. I've got to reset. Okay, now we want to maximize this, changing this cell, and solve. Okay, and then we want to copy the solution. Here it is, Control C over to here, paste special, and then I use the escape key, and then we're going to go to the developer tab and stop the recording. So we're going to, hopefully, we've got another macro that will work, which is called second macro. And there it is, alphabetical order. And I could make this simpler by just saying, there it is. And say, okay. And now if I click on this one, we'll solve that problem. All right, so then I could go back and solve this problem. All right, now we've got to the end of the process because we're switching back and forward, and every time we're getting 48. So this simple method has converged on the solution. So see what I had written here, and I think all I've done is say down here what we just already done. Okay. And don't know what that is, just let's clean that up. All right, so that we're just going to alternate between the two buttons. We could go even faster, but that's fast enough. But let me just show you for another occasion. Suppose I started at 75 here, and make this 15. We can create a macro that combines those two macros into one, and it does it. And it eliminates all those intermediate steps. So starting from 75.15, it's going to best respond for firm 1 and best respond for firm 2 once. There it is. Do it again once. There it is. There it is. And in a few steps, it's cycled all the way into the solution. All right, but that's for another occasion. Come back soon.